Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 largest cities in Kansas. Kansas can be found in the American Midwest and is nicknamed the Sunflower State. The highest point in Kansas is Mount Sunflower, which rises to an elevation of 1,231 m. The state encompasses a landmass of more than 211,754 square km, making Kansas the 13th largest state by total area. Yet, with a population of 2.8 million inhabitants, it is the country's 34th most populous state. Kansas has 105 counties with 628 incorporated cities. Furthermore, Kansas is unique in that all established areas are referred to as cities, and it is only one of 11 states to do so. Believe it or not, there are many fictional cities made famous by a film that is confused for being real. These include Smallville, where Superman grew up, and Jericho, popularized by the show with the same name. However, many are drawn to Kansas with some universities and sports teams for more than the Great Plains it resides on. Watch this video till the end to learn more about the largest cities in Kansas according to population. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 largest cities in Kansas. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 largest cities in Kansas. Number 10. Salina. Salina is a small town with a bit of everything in it. One can describe it as a community-driven college town that enjoys sports and pop culture. There are 6 colleges and universities that are scattered throughout the cityscape. Until 1952, Salina had a Major League Baseball team called the Salina Blue Jays and is the birthplace of the goalie of the U.S. women's national soccer team, Adriana Franch. In films, Salina was depicted several times. Although, the most notable scene comes from Hitchcock's Vertigo when the character Judy Barton is shown on Maple Avenue. Visitors can enjoy a live performance at the Salina Community Theater or many of the events that are offered in the summer months, such as the Smoky Hills River Festival or Blues Master at the Crossroad. Number 9. Manhattan. Manhattan is located at the confluence of the Kansas and Big Blue Rivers. Nicknamed the Little Apple for the world-class city with the same name, Manhattan's pace is much slower compared to the megacity. Manhattan is known for its breathtaking scenery of the Flint Hills and the Great Plains that once saw the Great Migration. To the north is the Tuttle Creek Lake, which attracts summer leisure activities that include swimming, fishing, boating, and hunting. At large, Manhattan has a presence as a college city with Kansas State University. The university is also responsible for running numerous museums, including the Insect Zoo and Nature Conservancy, that are open to public visit. While visiting, one can enjoy many tap houses, wineries, and golf courses. Number 8. Lenexa. Lenexa is known as the spinach capital of the world for the agricultural significance of the leafy vegetable. Every September, visitors flock to Lenexa to attend the Spinach Festival, which is known for the world's largest spinach salad. It is also a city that loves barbecue, with the Great Lenexa Barbecue Battle held every June. Due to its proximity to Overland Park, Olathe, and Shawnee, these festivals draw in a large crowd. The GPS navigation system Garmin was founded in Lenexa. Interestingly, the National Archives and Records Administration is housed in Lenexa. This storage facility mainly keeps documents, however, it does hold trauma items from hospitals. As an example, there are artifacts from the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Number 7. Shawnee. Shawnee carries the name of the Shawnee Native Americans, who found refuge in Shawnee after being displaced by the Indian Removal Act. As a whole, Shawnee can be found in the northeast of Kansas and borders Lenexa to the south, Overland Park to the southeast, and Kansas City, state of Kansas, to the north. The Kansas River that starts near Junction City in the Smoky Hills travels through Shawnee, making the city's natural border on the western and northern edges. Although part of the larger Kansas City, state of Kansas, area, Shawnee has a small-town feel with many dedicated green spaces for those to enjoy. Those who come here enjoy solitude and learn about the historical events that took place during Bleeding Kansas and the American Civil War. Number 6. Lawrence. Due to its heavy influence on the Massachusetts Commonwealth, the commonly traveled thoroughfares of Lawrence that head north and south are named after the original 13 colonies. One may notice that the architecture is in the mirrored fashion of that seen in the early colony of Massachusetts Bay. with historical buildings carrying notes of the Victorian, Gothic, Tudor, and Romanesque architecture throughout Lawrence. More so, Lawrence has its influences as an art and music city, donning a plethora of music labels and bands from here. Some names include Maid of State, New Amsterdam, and 4th of July. When it comes to literature, Lawrence houses the Center for the Study of Science Fiction, the first of its kind. The University of Kansas calls Lawrence home. The sports teams sport the image of their mascot, known as the Jayhawk. That is also a symbol of the city for its reference to an anti-slave Jayhawk fighter that was significant in Lawrence's history. As of recent, the Kansas Jayhawks basketball team proudly wore the Jayhawk upon their jerseys when winning the 2022 NCAA championship. Number 5. Topeka. The fifth most populous city in Kansas, Topeka also serves as the state's capital. This city can be found in the central northwest region of Kansas. It is distinctly surrounded by the tall grasses of the Great Plains. Among the many historic buildings in its downtown is the State Capitol Building, which is one of the tallest domed buildings in the U.S. The building also serves as a favorite site for photos for its stunning French architecture, which was featured on the Kansas state license plate until 2007. Topeka is a college town, with 6 universities taking up residence, including Kansas State University and Friends University. Popular sports entertainment comes in the form of minor sports leagues. These include the Kaw Valley Soccer Team, USL League 2, Topeka Golden Giants Baseball, Mid-Plains League, and Topeka Tropics, Champion Indoor Football. It would not be a trip to Topeka without a visit to the famous Evel Knievel Museum. Here, one can explore the well-known Daredevil stunt, battered apparel, and memorabilia. Number 4. Olathe. Olathe is the depiction of a Midwestern town and was nicknamed Cowtown for the cowboy-veered cattle drives that pass through. Once upon a time ago, Olathe served as a popular wagon stop on the Santa Fe and Oregon trails during the Great Migration on the Great Plains. The city's appearance is a mingling of the upscale architecture of the modern day with historic buildings from its Wild West past. There are many green spaces, with the Black Bob Park, named after the important figure Shawnee Chief Black Bob, being the most popular. Moreover, Olathe is the Shawnee word for beautiful, which is how the wildflower-encrusted prairies appeared to the first settlers. The proximity to Overland Park and Kansas City, state of Kansas, makes Olathe a desirable place to live with good healthcare, education, and transportation systems in place. Number 3. Kansas City. Kansas City, Kansas, nicknamed KCK to not confuse it with Kansas City, state of Missouri. The city shares a border with Missouri State to the north and east. It is situated to the north of Overland Park along the banks of the Missouri River. Kansas City hosts NASCAR twice a year at the Kansas Speedway, which is among the area's largest sporting attractions. It is also the home of the Major League Soccer team called Sporting Kansas City, state of Kansas. The General Motors Fairfax assembly plant is located in Kansas City, state of Kansas, and has manufactured everything from planes during World War II to Cadillacs. A small-scale version of France's de Triomphe called the Rosedale Ark can be found in the community of Rosedale and serves as a tribute to World War I soldiers. Number 2. Overland Park. Overland Park is Kansas's second most populous city and borders Kansas City, Kansas to the north, and is approximately 1 kilometer south-southwest of Kansas City, Missouri. It is found within the Osage Plains, and the Kansas River edges the northern part of the city. The city was developed to be self-sustainable with good education and transportation, appealing to being a park-like city. Overland Park has 72 parks that expand over an area of 7.3 square kilometers. The streetcars that extend into Kansas City, state of Missouri, from Overland Park were among the first to interconnect the cities. These yellow streetcars serve as a popular tourist attraction among visitors. Number 1. Wichita, Kansas. Found in south-central Kansas, Wichita is the state's largest and most populous city. The state's largest airport, Dwight D. Eisenhower National Airport, is located here, which adds to Wichita's claim of fame as the airplane capital of the world. It also serves as a further nod to Wichita's thriving airplane industry during World War II. The early investments from Lloyd Stearman, Clyde Cessna, and Walter Beech and their companies aided the U.S. military with bomber plane production at the height of the war. Wichita is home to many academic facilities, among which the Wichita State University is the largest. There are a variety of professional and minor league sports teams in Wichita. These include the Wichita Thunder, belonging to minor league hockey, Wichita Force, minor league indoor football, and Wichita Wind Surge, minor league baseball. A little-known fact is that White Castle and Pizza Hut were both founded in Wichita in terms of franchises. Additionally, the camping brand Coleman also got its start here. The Arkansas River can be found in Wichita and is 2,364 kilometers in length, being the 6th longest river in the United States. So, which is your favorite cities among the top 10 largest cities in Kansas? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, click the subscribe button so you can receive more content like this. Post your favorite places among the top 10 largest cities in Kansas in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I'm sure others would too.